Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. It's going to be an awesome game for you here today. Down the bottom right side of the map, it is Mr. MC. He is going to be... No, he's not going to be. He is 23 years of age, from South Korea, sponsored by Global Esports Management. And his opponent up the top right side of the map is the one and only MMA, is 25 years of age, from South Korea, plays for Team Acer. And I feel like we cast this guy a few days ago, actually. Let me have a look at my list of games. Yeah, it was MMA versus Vortex a few days ago. And it was MC versus Stardust a few days ago as well. So I've been casting both of these guys very recently, but now they are having a go at each other. And this is actually the grand final of the tournament where I've been casting most of my games recently. So these are the guys that made it to the end. And yeah, I think it was like the one of the Premier League titles, like European or American or South Korean, I don't know which one, but yeah, those guys, man, really awesome. So anyway, let's start checking it out. And yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this thing, with this clan, the Do You Know clan, but yeah, a fair number of people are in it. I've seen a bunch of professional people, or maybe it's just MC I'm just seeing over and over again. And I feel like I've said this before and actually had this conversation before, so whatever happens will happen, and yes, we will just have to see how these guys get this game going. And I really don't have much more to say on this topic. I'm still continuing to cast 2 games a day during my week off. So it's Thursday now, so next Monday I've got to be back at work, which sucks, but if I keep on track, then I should have a week's worth of videos ahead, which is going to be awesome, because then if anything crazy happens, like internet drops out, anything like that, I don't have to worry about it. And yeah, I just it should be awesome, and there should never be because I used to have situations as well where I'm like, all right, I've only got this much time before a video has to come out, so I could cast a really long game, but then I might not be able to upload it in time, so I cast a short game instead. With a week's lead time, you don't really have that problem. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to cast really long games all the time, because I don't know how many really long games I actually have, so I could cast them and just keep casting really long games, and then suddenly I just run out of them, which I don't want to do, but I definitely do want to cast a lot more long-ish games. Now, if you've looked at my main page, you'll see I've got a playlist section where I split them up into time gaps, so there's like 0 to 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, so on. And I've been casting a fair amount of 10 to 15 minute games, and not as many 15 to 20 and 20 to 30 minutes. So I'd like to shift that around a little bit. I'd like to have most of my games in the 15 to 20 and 20 to 30 minute mark. And yeah, but there's so many 10 to 15 minute games out there. There's just so many. And the thing you got to remember is if a Starcraft 2 replay is like 18 minutes long on the game time, it's probably about 14, 13 minutes in real time, because it is faster than normal time. So yeah, that's something else you have to deal with. But yeah, that's where I want to try and go. And knowing me, based on past performance, I'll get a week's lead, and then I'll just start slacking off, and suddenly that week will just evaporate. But I'm going to try my hardest not to let that week go. And if I do have a day where I'm just like, you know what, I really can't be stuffed, then I'll make up for it the next day with 2 games. I'll try. I will try. But yeah, it has been a bit of a pain in the ass the past few weeks. Of course, every time I cast a Hairy Bash, that's 2 games a day that I have to be casting normally. So trying to get any sort of lead time in there is just an exercise in futility. But the Hairy Bash is done, has been fully casted, probably a week ago now, but only a few days as far as my casting is actually concerned. So yeah, very happy about that. Don't have to get into another one for another month, so it seems like a perfect time to try and push this. And here we go, MC, another 2 gateways, going for fast, blink, research. He's got his expansion down. MMA does have his expansion down as well. We got a couple of Marines coming out. We've got a Marauder coming out. We've got a Tech Lab coming out as well on the other barracks. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of heavy Marauder production, which is a great idea. against a Protoss player, because they love to get Stalkers and Zealots and everything else, which Marauders are really, really great against. So, yeah, oh, what the? Why would you do that, MMA? There was no detection here. You could have just left the Widow Mine there and shot something. I think he didn't realize the Stalkers were there. He was just going to move it back as a normal course, and then MC just had the luckiest time for his Stalkers to be moving in as anything, because if he hadn't moved that, one Stalker would have died, and there would have been nothing that MC could have done about it. There was no way he could have detected that. So yeah, just pure luck on MC's part right there, and just extremely unlucky for Mr. MMA. But MMA is actually MC, sorry, is actually holding back. I thought he would have been moving out with this many forces, but decided not to, getting a robotics facility instead. And I kind of get the feeling that he's not going for Blink Stalkers in any sort of aggressive way. I mean, he went in there, he saw the Widow Mine, and he basically said, look, that's it. I'm not going in with Blink Stalkers anymore. I'll just use Blink as sort of a end-game, mid-game, end-game sort of play. But I'm not actually going to move in and try and do anything with it. And there we go, he lost his pawn as well. So whatever plans he had, very early game, I feel like they've just sort of gone out the window a little bit, and he's transferred on to getting some Colossus and potentially getting a third base here very, very quickly. I can definitely see that coming down in the next minute or two. So yeah, nice Widow Mine. MMA keeping all of the entrances covered, putting things just absolutely everywhere. Scouting out the wildlife, the Lyote, which kind of looks like a dingo with big horns and stuff like that. Yeah, and some spikes on its back, which is very groovy. But here we go. Nice force coming out here. Might be dropping down over there. There is one cannon, but the Nexus can, of course, overcharge whenever he wants. The observer is going to see the drop incoming. And suddenly, the drop is going to get completely owned no matter where it goes. There is one Marine coming in here. Oh, kills the worker. Very, very nice. But this drop kind of... I mean, MC is ready for him. 100% ready. And MMA, don't know what he's doing, but he's thinking, I better get the hell out of there. And that's exactly what he's doing. Just stimmed up these guys, jumped in the medevacs, and ran out of there. He knew it was not the right time to attack, and in fact that his forces had been spotted. So, great job getting out of there. MC pushing ahead with the tech. First Colossus is coming out, and we've also got the High Templar tech on our level 1 weapons, level 1 armor, of course, having already been researched. MMA just about to finish 1-1 for these guys. He's got some good stuff going on. Vikings are starting to come out of the starport. He's building one of each, which is a nice play. But as with the Daily Masters we saw yesterday, definitely the more starports you can build, the better off you are going to be in the late game, because medevacs and Vikings are both so critical to success in the end game. You need a lot of both of those units. If you only got one starport, even two starports, if one of them doesn't have a reactor, then you are going to struggle. So yeah, we will see how this is going to go. Looks like we're going to see some air upgrades very soon as well. Another force coming down here, just missing the Zealot. Are they going to catch it? I think they may be able to catch it. Stim is definitely going to allow them to catch it, but yeah, here we go. Marauder hits it, and at that point it's just all over. But MC moving out here with his main army, and the Marine is just like, oh shit, go, 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 go. And he gets the hell out of there. So MC just clearing that up, nice and simple. We got a bunch of Vikings out here, 2 more coming out, and another starport coming out. So MMA definitely on top of his game. And man, a couple of siege tanks on this high ground with Marines covering the ramp, and some Vikings on the top side coming in from the top. That's just, I don't know. I really want that to happen. It would be like a beautiful play. Or maybe the Vikings sneak in and come up from the bottom. That would be really, really nice. And just sort of cut them off from maybe from this angle or something like that. What do we got over here? Another drop. Observer spots it. So no real danger here. The Zealot's going to come around. The High Templar could perhaps feed back this. Not enough to kill it though, because it hasn't got that much energy. And yeah, these guys just running around. I don't know, MMA, he like comes out with a drop and he gets scouted and then he just sort of runs around like a, I don't know what, like or what, but he's just running around like some sort of person who likes running around for the hell of it. These guys are just going for like a jogging run. They're like one of those fitness jogging groups that go out and they sort of, okay, come on man, you can do it. Come on man, you can do it. And they sort of egg each other on and get it done. And you know those sort of groups that just run around. There's like group fitness, group exercise, that sort of stuff. But MMA is doing a pretty good job. Income-wise, they're pretty much even. They're stopped at the same time, and we've got Vikings coming out. We got a second Starport, sorry, which is going to be jumping on this reactor, I would assume. But yeah, needs to get that over, man. Needs to get that over. He's not concentrating on it at the moment. Concentrating on keeping these guys alive. These guys are getting a fair idea of what's happening. I mean, oh, that Marine just got owned. Owned. Absolute ownage. This is a nice setup as well. And it's a supply depot here to completely fence it off. But I suppose it will definitely reduce the amount of zealots which have surface area on that bunker to actually attack it. A nice play up here. One zealot going to be running in. Does get owned. Doesn't even make the ramp. So it doesn't see what's up the top. But definitely knows there are some marauders. And they are decently equipped to be killing stuff. Double command center. So this will probably be for I can't imagine he's going to go for a 4th and 5th base, and I can't imagine he wants a lot more workers anyway, so but this is just going to be for mules right now. Mules and scans, my guess would be just massive amounts of scans. So there we go. Good stuff coming out. We got 2-2 down, 3-3 on the way. Mr. MC has got 1-2, and he's got 2 weapons halfway down, so he's lagging behind on the upgrade route. These guys falling back. The Viking numbers, we've got 11 against 2 Colossus. High Templars are very high though, but Mr. MMA does have a bunch of them. Oh, there he goes. Beautiful storms. And down go the units right there. So very, very nice. Here he goes. He's got numbers here. Might be thinking about doing something. Oh, this Viking's going to be so worried. He's actually splitting up his Viking numbers there, which is very nice. Although I don't think he did that on purpose. I think he was just splitting up the Triple M, and the Vikings just got caught with the selection tool. But still, very nice. Level 2 weapons upgrades for the Vikings coming down as well. Very, very nice stuff. So these guys are just going to be so good at destroying Colossus. However, Colossus are not the main threat. The main threat is, of course, going to be the High Templar, and the Ghosts are out there. Going to be trying to get the EMP down. Yes, there we go. Very nice EMP coming down from MMA. He looks like he knows exactly what he's doing in this game. Looks like he's got it under control. And here we go. The Vikings moving in, but Storm's coming down on the Vikings. Maybe pushed out a little bit too hard with the Viking numbers, but the Colossus are going to come down. Zealots are providing a right pain in the ass. High Templar coming down from the south. Completely surprising MMA, and that was a sizable loss there for Mr. MMA. Just chewing out the Vikings. And that has got to have hurt Mr. MMA right there. He was looking like he was in a great position, but 4 or 5 High Templars just swooped in from the south, came out of nowhere, stormed up everything, and that was it. The game just turned around right there, and MMA just like, well, nuts to this. And now he is going to be in a very, very dicey situation. He is 50 unit supply behind. And I don't know if he's going to survive this right here, because MC has such a huge advantage right now. His Colossus numbers are not that good, but he is building a ton of them. He's getting 2 more right there. His High Templar numbers are not that good either. He's actually only got 2 left, but he should be producing a ton of them as well. Upgrades wise, he's got 3-3 coming out. Mr. MMA already has 3-3. No, he's actually only got 3-2. I don't know if he's going to be letting level 3 armor anytime soon. He needs all of his resources to be building a ton of stuff here. Here we go, the Planetary Centra, Planetary Fortress, actually is what it's called, is coming out. That is going to be awesome, and might be able to hold off, but with the amount of firepower that MC currently has on the field, yes, we were at Ultra Zoom mode, I don't think the Planetary's got to hold off too much. It'll hold off Zealot escapades, but it won't hold off the main army. And here we go. Another Zealot coming in, so the small force coming around, and MC instantly knows that there is probably going to be a drop, move some forces around to try and get it, but look at this. MMA moving in, but the probe did spot them, so the decoy did not work because there was a spotter out there for MC, and he does see the main force coming in to the other base, which is very nice. But the decoy force is actually going to try and do something here, but Zealots waiting for them. The main army continuing to push out. They're going to force MMA all the way back to the planetary. Maybe. No, he's sort of fallen back a little bit. This army is still trying to do some stuff. It is Marauders, of course, so they can kite Zealots quite good, but in the end deciding to just run away, and a bunch of Zealots, or Marauders, I feel like those are actually Marauders, just yeah, just definitely go at it. And I would actually hate to be like a funeral director or somebody like that in the future, because all of these guys, man, they died and then they just vanished away for nothing. So the funeral business, man, I mean, there's just got to be absolutely nothing to do in their business. It's just basically be a dead business, pun intended. Oh, I am so hilarious. But here we go. Look at these guys. We've got Vikings coming out. We've got 12 versus 4, so that's nice. We've got 10 Ghosts versus 10 High Templars. That's nice. And yeah, if he's defending, he's going to be a little bit in a better position to deal with the High Templars coming from funky positions. Although I would really expect MC to be sending a few High Templar in from this side if he attacks from the other side. That's just the sort of thing that MC would do. And here we go. This bunker is going to be put to the test in just a second. I don't think it's going to hold up, personally. I think the Zealots are going to be... Oh, no, there is repairing it. Repair, repair, repair. You stopped repairing it. You need to repair it, MMA. Oh, he's not repairing it. He's not listening to me. Down it goes, and the Zealots have so much fun over there. Here we go. Moving in, though. And MC is out of position here. This base could be sniped. There's a nice storm coming down there. Is he going to snipe it? Come on, come on. He's running out of time. Rapidly running out of time. He's going to snipe it, though. And no! No! Oh god, he did not get it. He timed it a little bit incorrectly. He could have easily stayed behind for that one extra hit, but it's way too late now. Although he's pushing in, he feels good. Oh, the High Templars Vikings managed to dodge most of them. Very, very nice stuff. It's open again. Can he snipe it? Is he going to snipe it? I think he is going to snipe it. Come on! MMA, there he goes, snipes it. Actually moves in way too far, but the Vikings are like, Medivacs, can we borrow your speed boost? Because we need to get the hell out of here right now. The force of Zealots actually killed all the workers over there. Now coming in, and the planetary just wipes them all out. MC moving in. MMA moving his Vikings out, trying to get a flank position from the south side, but Storm's just chasing his Vikings away. MMA still way down on the unit numbers, but he's doing some good damage to the Colossus. Seems to be soaking up the Storms for the most part. Workers going down, though. And he's now 45 under 67. MC looks like he's in a sensational position in this game. The Vikings are still looking okay, but the ground force is starting to look like they're getting wiped out. Planetary does go down. The Colossus are going to get owned over here. Or maybe not. There's just not that many Vikings left in the army. They do manage to take down both Colossus, but the ground forces just wiping everything out. And this is the end of the game for MMA. I don't think he's going to be able to survive this right here. There's just too many forces, and even if he manages to squeeze out enough forces to hold off on the ground, his economy has been completely shot to shit. There's no way he can recover from that. He is going to go down, and it's just going to be, yeah, it's going to be painful. So we'll see how much longer he can hold out, but in the end, it's going to be a GG for Mr. MMA. I don't think there's any doubt about it at this point. And yeah, look at these forces come in. MC just, boom, gets out a ton of forces. MMA going to try and hold off the high ground here. No actual air scanning abilities from Mr. MC. The Colossus will be able to help out with that because the Colossus can see the high ground. But he's just going to bypass these guys, go straight for this base. He doesn't know about the base over in the top left corner. I don't think it's going to matter too much at the moment, unfortunately. He's actually sending some Zealots over. He's going to chase over those Marines, see where they went to. And this base is a planetary, so might be able to survive that. But we will see. We will see right here. More workers going out. Oh, a storm on that force would have been so OP. Here we go. Nice EMPs going down, but I don't know why I'm continuing to make this game sound like MMA has a chance, because he really, really doesn't. He's going to hold off these guys, but the force comes in. Too many Zealots, too many everything. Move it in. All the buildings get destroyed. MMA, why he isn't giving the GG, I have no idea, but he's holding on to the very end. And yeah, so That's it, though. I think he's dead. I think he's gone. We're just waiting patiently for the GG. Oh, what are we looking at? This is the longest GG in history right here. It's obviously his keyboard's broken. And there we go. He's finally managed to type it at... Yeah. His keyboard must have been broken because he should have given the GG like 5 minutes ago. Not 5 minutes ago, but at least 2 minutes ago. Anyway, there he goes. Has given the GG. And MC is victorious. And... yeah, great game from Mr. MC. I thought he was getting owned a little bit at the start. MMA looked very, very strong, but the High Templars coming up from the south, out of nowhere, stormed everything, really turned it around for Mr. MC. And from then on, he looked very, very confident. So really, really awesome game from both these guys. And yeah, great casting them. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you guys tomorrow with another one. So stay tuned for that. It's been Harry Muppet.